The organization mission is to improve working conditions in Illinois. We accomplish that mission doing community outreach and education, information and referrals, and partnering with other organizations to fight human labor trafficking. FLAP is a unique organization, not only in Illinois and the Midwest, but also a few of them in the United States. We are the only organization making sure that low-income farm workers, landscapers, nursery workers, restaurant workers, meat and cutting workers are getting paid minimum wage and getting paid overtime. If they got injuries at work, they get a compensation. They are not discriminated at work. There are other organizations doing important work, but FLAP is the only organization in Illinois focusing in this special low-income group of people.
This organization provides a unique service to a community that is oftentimes excluded from the rest of society. They're physically cut off from the rest of the world, and they don't have access to information or access to resources that we perhaps take for granted. And so we've got to go to them.
Our organization brings the Mexican Consulate mobile unit every year with the goal that the workers can get social services from the Mexican Consulate mobile unit. While people are waiting to do the process with the Mexican Consulate, then FLAP staff take the opportunity to do Know Your Rights presentations. At those Know Your Rights presentations, we address sexual harassment at work, human labor trafficking, no payment for wages at work, discrimination, illegal deductions for uniforms, visas, travel, and any other workers' violations. If they need an attorney, then we partner those workers with an attorney that will take the case and recover the damages for the workers.
Our main services is providing documentation to the Mexican community. It goes along with passports, matricula consular, which is the consular ID. Also voting ID, we start the process here with us, as well as birth certificates, or when Mexicans want to or have kids and want them to become also Mexican nationals, we start the process here for them.
¿Cómo fue el trámite? ¿Qué tal fue la experiencia sacando el pasaporte?
Bien, me gustó mucho más que ir al centro.
¿Por qué?
Creo que perdí menos tiempo, estuvo más rápido. Eso fue lo que más.
¿Y dónde vives tú?
En Bolivia.
En Bolivia, o sea que te queda más lejos ir hasta Chicago.
Sí, que haber venido para acá también.
¿Es la primera vez que haces uso de los servicios del consulado?
No, es segunda vez.
¿Qué habías sacado la vez pasada?
Antes, igual el pasaporte mexicano, pero en el centro.
O sea que esta vez lo estabas renovando.
Sí, esta vez lo estaba renovando.
¿Y nos puedes explicar cómo fue el proceso? ¿Qué tuviste que hacer para
solo llamé, hice la cita y vine para acá y fue muy rápido todo.
¿Y por qué prefieres venir aquí al consulado que ir a Chicago?
Bueno, la experiencia que tuve cuando fui a Chicago, no sé si todavía sigue así, es que se tarda uno muchísimo. Hay que estar buscando estacionamiento, pues sí, está lejos, hay que irse muy temprano, pero aquí pues fue enseguida, 10 minutos de aquí.
Y además de los servicios del consulado de sacar el pasaporte, ¿te dieron algún otro tipo de servicio acá? Por ejemplo, ¿te informaron tus derechos en el trabajo? ¿Te ayudaron con cosas de salud y eso o no?
Sí, bueno, usted nos informó que ya hay ayuda legal. Ahorita especialmente estoy formada para checar mi salud.
Mirar cómo estás. Okay.
Sí.
¿Y te cobraron algo por esos servicios?
Nada.
Gratuitos.
Nada, todo gratuito, todos muy amables, la atención muy rápida. Todo muy organizado, eso también, felicidades porque están muy organizados.
Those services are important because if they are stopped by a police or by any authority, then they will have a passport that will show an ID, a proper documentation. And also it's important to get the dual citizenship for the kids that are born in the United States and have the dual citizenship, like the Mexican and the US citizenship. Then, if the parents are deported or they are asked to leave the country, they can take their kids with them.
Thanks to FLAP, we collaborate and we are able to help to provide information or either bring cases to authorities where the rights of workers, regardless of their legal status, are not being respected.
That partnership with FLAP helps us out to identify cases and address those cases immediately in the field rather than just wait for them to come to Chicago. We value very much the relationship and partnership that we have with FLAP.
I think it's important for people to remember that we're not talking about whether somebody's an immigrant legally, illegally. This is a human being. This is a fellow human being who has worked very hard for her family and wants the same things that all of us do.
Reaching out to these communities, that translates to something that is really priceless and it is very much coveted by that community. To have someone come into their kind of obscure corners and bring them information, bring them access to the civil justice system is something that is very, very important.
Through the community outreach and education, we build trust with the workers. The workers trust FLAP. The workers find hope approaching FLAP. When they realize they are not getting paid for overtime, when they realize that they are working very, very hard and they are not compensated for their work, but they see organizations like FLAP giving them the tools they need to stand up, then they get the justice that they deserve it.